Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 20, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, and now some space to operate. Now room for Eckler. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 10-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Steps away to his left. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. 1st down, Washington.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 2. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. For that last pass CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, shift. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, color.
Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Tyron Johnson, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Jalen Guyton was undrafted out of North Texas, but he's carved out a nice little role with this offense, especially when he runs routes like that and makes catches.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The give. This is Eckler. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Remaining in this first half of football. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They snap it to Herbert. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chase Young able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Greg Stroman back deep for Washington. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with?
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Here comes Reed. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the throw dropped off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option right, Herbert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
He's not going to get me. Check.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he would love to have back. That should have been picked off. Threw that one into a crowd. He's just so fortunate the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands on it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Check right. 49 the mark. 49 the mark. Left. 49, guys. Mike, go ahead. Go. Let's go.
Here's a give to Gibson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Check 83. Ball's going to 83. Mike's 49.
Here's Gibson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jim.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
49. Mike, 49.
On second down, it's Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 26. 94 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Once more, Gibson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. Now Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Charger drive about to get going, and they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener, but this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter, and that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one, it earns him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, Eckler. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Play action now. Fitzpatrick sliding out of the pocket. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Washington,
that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.